Now we will go to Tekla structure to start to create our model. So I will go to the search bar here, and I will write Tekla structure. So if you have the installation, it will appear like this. So I will click on it. Okay, so the environment will be US, the role will be Imperial Steel Detailing, and the license, we don't have any other license, it is only the educational one. So I will say okay and wait a little bit. Okay, now we will go to new, and I will say, okay, model HW1, and I will say create. Okay, it just remind me that I'm using the educational license, and these models will not be used for any other purpose. Okay, so I will say okay. Now I have the view list. It will show me all the available views, and this is a new model. The only available view will be a three-dimensional view. So to let it to make it available, or to make it shown, so I will select it and click on this arrow. So it will go from the names of views list, or for the named views list, to the visible views list. So I will say okay now. Okay, I don't need this menu. So if it is opened, you can close it like this. So this is the view here. I will maximize it. Okay, and before talking about the views, I will go through Tekla structure window. So we have a group of ribbons here, and these ribbons have all the commands that you will need. So we have commands for steel detailing, commands for concrete detailing, commands for rebar, for workshop drawing of concrete, commands for edit, and in edits here you can copy, you can paste, you can rotate, you can fit parts together, you can measure, and you can also create grids. You can do all of this. We have view here, and in view you can create views with different tools. We will go through this through our class, and the most important one that we will use now is the view list here, that we already closed before. And we have also drawing and reports, and we will go through this maybe by after a month from now, to show you how can you create the design drawings or the workshop drawings. Now we will go to manage here. I don't use this a lot, but one important tool here is the clash check. If you need to check the clashing between any parts, so you can do this by using clash check. We have the analysis and design, so you can perform structural analysis and design by using Tekla. And Trimple connection, I haven't used this before, but maybe you can use this to upload model, but we will not, I will not like talk about this in this course. So this is the ribbons. You have everything you need here. Also, you have this list here, so you can start a new model. You can open. You can save your model with another name. You can control the printing. You can also open a model folder. You can, if you need to go to the folder of the model, because Tekla structure model is a folder. It is not a file. It is a folder that has a lot of files. You can also import your model to any format of drawings. You can export model from outside. You can share this by using email and a lot of other options. Trimple connection also, I'm not using this a lot. Uh, Project properties here. So if you need to put like project name, uh, okay, name of engineer or something like this, or a project number, sorry, project name. If you know, you need to put information about the builders, about the objects, the designer name, the location, the address. So any details you want to add about your project, you can include this here, and this will be transferred automatically to the design drawings. Also, there are some settings here. We have catalogs. We will go through this maybe from this list or maybe from the ribbons. Okay, so this is the menu. You have here also these arrows that you can use to select different or you have different selection options. You can do this by using these cursors here. What else, guys? We have, okay, you can inquire about anything. So if you have a piece of steel and you need to know the area of it or the center of area or something like this, the mass or the amount of steel inside it, you can do this by using this menu. And we have here at the bottom, we have these toolbars control the snapping. And the snapping in graphics software, or especially engineering graphics software, is very important. So for example here, this control the elements that you can select, this menu here. So here, for example, you can select anything. Here you can select only the components. So if you double click on this, you will not be able to select anything except the component. And I will tell you later what are the components. So I will select this again. Here, for example, select parts. Okay. Here you can select surface treatment. Okay, so please go over all of this to know the name of these things. So if you need to select a single part or a single thing, just double click like this. So it will disable all other selection options except the thing that you selected. For example, we have here the grid. If I want to select the grid, I will double click on this. So now I can select the grid only, but I will not be able to select anything else. If I select this one here, okay, the component, I will no longer be able to select the grid because the grid is hidden. Okay, so the default is select all, so keep it please as is. What else we have here? Select assembly. We will know what is the assembly. Select object. We will talk about this later. So we have three main things in Tekla structure. The component here. So the component is the connection. We have the assembly. The assembly, any welded part, and the part, any single piece of steel. Uh, and the tasks, I'm not dealing with the tasks. Here, this is the snapping options. So we can snap to the endpoints. We can snap to points and the grid intersections here. So this, I think, limited to the grid only. We can here snap to endpoints, any endpoint. We can snap to the center point of circle or something like this. We can snap to the midpoint. We can snap to the intersections. We can snap to perpendicular. We can snap perpendicular. I will show you the powerful of this tool. We can snap to extension of line. So a lot of options here. And here we have two very important option here. I can snap to the reference line. The reference line, for example, is the center of the beam. Here I can snap to the geometry line. The geometry line mean any boundaries of the beam, and we will go to more details. We will come through more details, or we will go over more details in the future about this. Okay, here you have like you can show more things here by using these arrows here. These arrows here. We have like custom inquiry, display information about selected model, instructor. You will not need these tech things like Tekla online if you need like to share your work or access different Tekla online services, any other services. So these things we will not need to use this. Okay. Okay, I think this is very important here, application and components. So if you need to select any joint or something like this, so you can go through this. So this one here is very important. The other one here, I don't use this tool before. So in all this group, we will use this one also only. Okay, the application and components. So I will close this. I don't need it right now. What else, guys? I don't think there is anything important. We have a lot of things here. You have also the save button here. You have the undo and redo. Okay, good. So this is the main window. So we know now how to open Tekla structure and the main components of the window. Okay. Here we can do also selection filter, but this need more examples. So selection filter, if I need to select a specific part or a specific section, like I need to select the all the W18 beams. So I can control this by using the selection filters. Okay, and this is our video for this part. Thank you.